GSR. Right, it's hopefully working. Right, there we go. It's not crashed my game yet. Let me join the lobby. I thought it was 7:30, not fucking 7 o'clock.
I keep thinking it's 6:30. We kept talking about last year about changing it to 6.
Alright, there we go then. Spectate. Only 11 in.
Yeah, this is what we were saying. This is why everyone's saying, why is no one racing? Well, because I can't race anymore. So that's 1. Alvar can't
Right,
race, so that would be 2.
That's 13.
That's 12.
Right, stream is live, so I'm gonna... Right. Wait for this ad to end and then I'll do it, so I know that...
Yeah, I'm watching the ad currently.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Global Spec Racing. We are here for round 7 of GSR Tier 2 and we're here at Imola. We are currently in the lobby waiting for some more people to join because, let's be honest, attendance is very poor. Joining me in the comments box today is going to be JRL Lizard. How you doing, lad?
Not bad, not bad. I'm just going to check if my audio is working properly because I've had some issues recently.
Give me 2 seconds, my mic's playing.
Seems fine.
Right, and I'm back. So, yeah, sorry about yesterday there not being any stream for Tier 3. There were some technical issues that Aid and Josh were having. So, this is essentially the first stream of the weekend. You know, just waiting on a couple others to get in, I think, because I don't know what it is about Imola. It seems to pull in really bad attendance.
I think it's purely because of the fact we've changed the rules on. Because I think Tier 2 we had a lot of Tier 3 where we used to bulk it out.
Yeah, you've got a point.
I would race sometimes. You'd have people like Abra would race, Mac would race. Quite a lot would bulk it out.
I could technically, because I'm top 5 in the championship in Tier 3, I could technically race, but because I'm commentator, you know.
I should technically just resubmit more bloody time trials.
Yeah, just put line on and resubmit and you could race.
I can do it constantly every week. Stuff just re-uploading constantly. Oh, back to Tier 3, oh, back to Tier 2.
Yeah, well, hopefully we
that
do
is
get
12
racing.
I think we're gonna get Ryan's gonna make.
Ryan's gonna turn up. The thing is, 14 have
13.
said they can make it.
I can't see that, so I don't really know.
Oh, in race attendance, yeah, 14 have said they can make it.
Who's the odd one that's missing then?
Jimbo's in? Is Aaron in?
Oh, Kyogre. Is Kyogre not in? I heard he
and Aaron. Kyogre and Aaron aren't in.
Alistair did join briefly and then left again. That's the other one.
Right, let me try and get them in.
Oh, Alistair's gonna save his setup apparently. He forgot to save it. Oh.
Let's do 7-11. Is and invite Aaron run.
Right, so Alistair's in, needs to pick his car. I'm not sure what else we're waiting on.
Aaron Ocon 31. I spelled his name wrong.
Oh crap, what time's that?
Where's Aaron?
Oh, okay, that's giving me an error message.
Where the heck is Aaron? There he is. Aaron, on 31. That's what I've put, and it's not giving him. Ah, you know what? Screw it. We've got 14. If they want to join midway through. Right, my audio's not messing up, is it?
No, it seems fine to me.
Okay. So then, after what's been like a very long 5-ish minutes. Thank you to the 10 viewers who we currently have. Obviously, yeah. We're just heading in now. But yeah, obviously there was no stream for Tier 3 yesterday because of technical issues. But I believe it was Riles who took
Riles
the
won.
Riles, then Metro, and then someone else.
Right, I think it was Woodsy then. I don't know which one it was in the end.
Honestly, I don't know, but
I don't know because I got screwed.
I got a puncture on the main straight and I crashed into a wall.
Well, I got all swiped on the main straight. I was also
Epic.
in the same wall.
But
No, I was
yeah.
on the other side actually, I think.
If we have a look at last weekend, then last weekend was Britain. I'm pretty sure it was Britain. So if we have a look at
no, it was Hungary.
Oh yeah, it was
Hungary,
Hungary, wasn't it? Because it replaced Sochi. If we have a look at race results, then it was VaporJS who took the win, and I believe it was pole position for him as well. So that takes him to 26 points. Cool Kyogre on his return to league racing, he came home in second, and then it was a
it's
rain.
wet.
Oh, moist. But yeah, it was then Jimbo who came home in third, making it a McLaren 1-3. Kludgy Duck was in fourth. Wingo is in fifth. FR77, he came home in sixth. Aaron in P7. Lando in P8. Morgan P9. And Kieran was P10 with fastest lap, so he scored 2 points. What does that mean for the point standings then? It is VaporJS for the first time this season. He leads the standings. 10 points gap he has to Wingo, as he's on 82 and Wingo's on 72. Kieran is in third. He has 55 points. He is tied on points with Lando, who is in fourth. Nozman is in fifth. FR 6th. Jimbo in 7th. Alistair in 8th. Rambo 9th. Morgan 10th. Razor comes in P11, and then Just Dylan Boy in P12. Beatnik and Cool Kyogre then come 13th and 14th, and then Kludgy Duck, he is in 15th. It's Shot, Andrew, Ryan, Mac, Fat Boy, M&K Boy, Aaron Ocon. Wait, no, that's fine. Hooky, Davis, and Davis is the last person to have scored points. So, what does that mean for the constructors then? It means that McLaren lead the way on 114 points. They are 30 points clear of Ferrari. So the old McLaren-Ferrari rivalry continues. It is Aston Martin who are in third and Mercedes in fourth. Those two are very tight, only 7 points separating them. Red Bull and Alpine are tied on points, as they are both on 58 and they are 5th and 6th. Williams in P7, AlphaTauri P8. They are not tied on points, I almost said that, but it is AlphaTauri in 8th, Haas in 9th, and Alfa Romeo are in last. As we have now got Cool Kyogre joining the race. So yeah, so we're here for a wet qualifying session. It was this could throw strategies. I'm not sure if it's wet in the race or not, but you know, it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I think this could throw up some very interesting strategies in the race. We could see a lot more drivers taking on the one stop. However, that could change depending on the weather for the next race.
If it's going to rain in the last two sections, don't take the medium tyres all the way.
Do what I did and do the double soft, but then just don't get fucked over by idiots taking you out by cheating.
This is going on YouTube.
Yeah, that's as far as I'll take it.
Demonetization! So, Alistair is going to be the first person to set a lap then. So let's go on board, or let's follow Alistair around this lap. He's completely revving out 7th gear, not daring to go into 8th. He now goes down the gears into 4th, going down into turn 1. Through turn 2, it all looks nice and stable through there. Turn 3, could see a few collisions there as drivers attempt to go side by side. but then through turn 4, 5th gear, down into 3rd, short shifting to 4th to keep that rear end stable. Now down into turn 5, it is a 26.6 for the first sector. He comes through turn 5 then, and still looking pretty stable on the rear. I'm not sure if this is a good or bad lap, because didn't do much wet running until the race.
Yeah, neither.
But he's using track. He's keeping it within track limits. Aqua Minerali. This is where we will see a few spins and invalidations, I reckon. And it's all nice and stable through there for Alistair. So maybe he's running slightly higher rear wing. We have got a Haas behind him who's spun at 55.8 between the first 2 sectors. So then, as he now comes down into the final 2 corners, I did have a track map somewhere, so I will pull that up in a minute, because then I can actually name the corners. But then down into the final 2 corners, these 2 sharp left-handers. Here he comes then, round the final corner, down onto the very long main straight, which is the only DRS zone on the track. Here he comes then, takes the shortest line possible. It's a 23.766 for Alistair on his first lap. Kludgy Duck,
Yeah,
he
and
is
Duck
behind.
line now.
Here comes
And
Kludgy Duck.
Runs out of DRS, but goes second. I think the next man across the line's Fat Boy, but he's invalidated. Rowdy's behind him, who's the one that spun. So next will be FR77.
He's invalid.
Who's also invalidated. Vapor's next. Right.
Vapor. So Vapor then, he's had good form in the last couple races. Obviously, he did have a dip in form at the start of the season due to assist being turned off. But here comes Vapor then. He's coming round the final corner now. This could be good for Vapor. It's a 23.723, so very tight between him and Alistair there.
Ooh, that's very tight.
Jimbo,
oh no, it's Wingo with a 10th quicker. I know Wingo's been doing some practice this week.
Now it's going to be Jimbo. Here comes Jimbo then. Across the line. Jimbo is well down on his time. It's a 26.7 for Jimbo. But
yeah,
he's not using ERS, I've noticed. So,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Next car will be Alice if he goes for another lap.
I think he will.
Which he
does,
has,
and it's a 23.5. So then, these drivers showing their pace, and at the moment then, I think it might be Rowdy, or is it going to be Fat? Oh, we've got Nozman who's gone round at turn 3.
Yeah,
but then it's going to be
spin.
Fat Boy Unslim to set his next lap. The Alpine driver then, he's not had the best of luck this season. He's not using ERS, I have just noticed. There he comes across the line then, it's P7 with a 25.4.
Yeah, and next man, of course, then Rowdy goes up to P5 then with a... I'm not sure what time it was, I didn't see it in time.
It's going to be a Merc.
24.3.
Wingo gone for another lap. No, it's going to be Ryan, but Ryan is on an out lap. What about Jimbo? It's not Jimbo, is it going to be Vapor? Vapor's then going to come across the line. It's a 23.1 for Vapor.
Lap. 23.1, that takes him 4 tenths clear of Alistair in P2.
And then Finchy goes P2.
Up to P2. Just 3 tenths off.
It's going to be an Aston Martin next. I think it's going to be Vanus, but it is not. I've just said Vanus. I'm just going to call him Vanos.
Vanus.
He's put 2 O's, but I'm just going to say Vanos.
It's Vanus Gaming.
Vanus Gaming.
Jimbo across the line was invalidated. I can't say that name. Fruity Coat goes P5.
Yeah, so Fruity then, he is up to P5. I think it's going to be a Ferrari of FR77 next. No, it's not, but he is on a lap. He's at 26 something for the first sector. I didn't quite catch it. He has just invalidated though at turn 6. I think that's turn 6. Oh yeah, I was going to call track map.
I'm not sure anyone else is on an actual lap now, it seems.
Let me find Finn, because I sent it to Finn.
I've just seen it chat.
I've not checked chat yet. Hold on.
I've just got people ripping into me, to be honest.
Right, here we go then. I have the track map. Great success.
Great success, very nice.
Great success.
Morgan's not really on a lap, or it was a very slow first few corners for years.
I think I might have got an old track map.
Yeah, you probably have. Oh, that's an invalidation from someone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got an old track map. God damn it. Oh yeah, because it's still got Tamburello. Oh no, there's the Tamburello. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna use corner numbers. I can't be asked.
Oh, Vapor's catching a slideys all over the place. Bloody hell.
Bleeding here, Vapor.
Is anyone
I think
actually on a
Ryan
lap?
is on a lap. He is. Ryan
That's Cludgy Duck on a lap. Coming across the line now then. I think he's 4 tenths up, so this could put him up 1 play.
He goes P5.
P5 with 23.8. Not too bad a lap from Cludgy Duck. There's a yellow flag out there. I think that's for Morgan.
Yeah, I think Morgan's just getting...
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it was
Vanos. It was Vanus.
I'm going to call him Vanus.
It's the Darryl situation all over again.
Oh, God.
Aid will know... if Aid's watching, Aid will know what I'm talking about with the old Darryl situation.
Now then, so we'll see what Ryan Ocon does then, coming across the line. Goes up to P8 with a 25-1.
So,
8 minutes left in the session.
But Jimbo is 4 tenths up on his lap, but that's not... Oh no, sorry, 9 tenths up now. Basically a second.
Yeah, go on then. Let's finish the lap. Let's see. And let's see.
Hello,
what
Rowdy.
happens.
How are you? So then, here comes Jimbo round the final 2 corners of Ravazza 1 and 2. I know those.
I know most of the corners around here. Roughly.
I don't. He comes across the line. It's only good enough for P10. So once again, we've seen it quite a lot this season. Jimbo, he can't perform very well in qualifying, but when it gets to the race, he's there. As we've got Vanus starting a lap. I think Ryan's going for another lap, as he is about a 10th up on his lap. He's 3 tenths up on his lap, correction. So this could put him... It would keep him where it is. It would keep him in P8.
I've been given an update from one of the drivers that the conditions will be very similar to yesterday, with the rain. It's starting dry, but light rain in 45 minutes here.
Spinner. I believe that is Vapor has spun.
Yep.
It is Vapor, and he is
just a bit washed.
Yeah. Washed.
Ryan improves, but
he might be leading the championship, you know, but he's a washed driver.
Yeah.
But Ryan then, he stayed where he was. He did improve to a 24/7, and then he is immediately cut across there. Wow, okay.
And Vapor's had another spin. Wingo's 4 tenths up. This could be hope for Wingo if he keeps it clean.
He is
a little bit distracted though by the spinning Vapor in front of him. Bit of mind games there maybe.
Vingo then, number 27, the Mexican. The man who has led the championship most of the season until last weekend, where Vapor took it away. He wants that. He wants his title back. Here comes Wingo across the lane. It's only P2.
Yeah, lost a little time in that final set to Wingo. I think maybe he got a little bit sidetracked through the chicane where Vapor was spun. Oh, there's another yellow flag. Is that Vanus?
Alistair is coming around the final turn
of
Ravazza 2 now. Excuse me. Where does Alistair go? He stays P5. He could not improve on that lap. Further behind then, there is about a 3-car train, which starts with Cool Kyogre, and then Ryan immediately behind him. So I don't know if Ryan will be too happy with the fact that Cool Kyogre was there. But then Ryan is in the way of Morgan, as Morgan, I've only just realised, up in P6. A very good qualifying for him there. But then we've got Vanus on a lap, and he is about 1 second down. So he is not pushing at all. Meanwhile, behind him, I believe it might be Fat Boy, who is on an out lap.
I think Alice
down.
Alice is 2 tenths up on his current lap, so let's see how he does throughout the rest of the lap and keep it valid.
He's lost a bit of time, I'm gathering, because he's only about a 10.5 up now. Alistair, I wonder if Alistair's might be running a wet setup, you know.
Yeah, it looks very stable.
It does, and he is now about 2.5 pence up on his lap.
Maybe he's running a hybrid setup like I did yesterday.
I just used a dry setup, to be honest.
I used a dry setup.
Whoa, hello.
Oh, that was
very
tight.
Close. So then, Alistair, round the final corner. Can he improve his position? If he keeps it up, he'll probably go P4. It's up to P2.
Less than a tenth covering the top 4 here, though. Very tight top 4 currently. And then let's see who else on that. Oh, Rowdy's round again. He's in the wall this time. He's clipped the back of the wall. But he's not locked DNF, so he may get away with it. FR77 then coming across the line. He's 2/10 up currently. Let's see where it puts him. It improves up to P9. 4/10 improvement.
You've got... Oh, Rowdy is...
Yeah, he's still in the wall. He's just... I think he's waiting for a gap, to be honest.
Oh, he's been disqualified.
Yeah, he... Well, that was starting at the back.
Rowdy is smart.
Smart.
Big
brain,
chunky brain. We've got Vanus Gaming then. He is coming around the final chicane. Can he improve on his P11 position? He now comes down the hill, down into Rivazza 1, now into Rivazza 2. Here he comes then, out of Rivazza 2, he was right up on the limit, and he comes across the line to set a 25.069. It does not improve his current position at the moment. We look around, I believe Fatboy might be on. Fatboy is invalid. Cool Kyogre is invalid.
FR77 is he's invalid.
He's invalid.
Morgan's on an out lap.
Morgan's starting a lap.
Nozman's on an out lap.
Vapor's on a lap. So then, the man who sits provisional pole position with his 23.1, he is just under a 1/10 of a second up on his lap. Could we see someone? Oh, as Fruity is now out.
Fruity,
yeah, and Fatboy at the same corner.
Oh, I think they've made contact at turn 3.
They
must have made contact.
There was a bit of a gap between them, but anyway, Vapor, when we last checked in, he was just under a 1/10 of a second up on his lap, or down on his lap, I should say. But up.
Oh,
massive snap though. That's going to cost him a bit of time there, and he is now down on his lap. So then, not ideal there for Vapor JS. We've got Morgan, he is invalid. Finchy's starting a lap. Nozman started a lap. Wingo's on an out lap. Cool Kyogre's in the pits. Vanus is on an app. I believe then it is going to be Nozman, but he is invalid unfortunately. So it's going to be Finchy. Oh, his Cool Kyogre is now retired in the pits. But then Finchy, he's on his lap. He's coming. Oh,
Vapor does improve.
So a 23.0.
Must have gained some time in that final sector.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got now
Finchy's
then.
no one else is on a lap.
Finchy's invalid.
Yeah.
Nozman's invalid, Morgan's invalid, Kludgy Duck has just started his final flying lap. So what can Kludgy Duck do?
Oh, let's see what Vapor does. Vapor
Ryan is a keen believer that Rowdy
Vapor's 3/10 up on this lap already. Vapor's
what did he say?
Vapor could be on for a mega lap here. Let's stay on board with Vapor then.
And he's gonna, even then, he's gonna gain a lot of time out of Aqua Minerale if you think about it, because he had that massive snap.
Huge snap.
This could be a mid to low 22.
Vapor back to tier 1.
He gets a little bit out of shape, but not as bad.
Yeah, 6/10. That's mega.
This man's tier 1.
Get him back to tier 1.
This man's tier 1 pace.
Get me back in the
His teammate spun. Jimbo spun it.
That
came across very hostile. I'm so sorry, Jimbo. Here comes Vapor JS then. Round Rivazza 2, the final corner. Oh, how did he not invalidate there?
Yeah, I was thinking
across the line. It's a 22.3.
I think we send him back to tier 1 after that. I don't think
Windows only 7,000 up on his lap. Oh, and Fatboy's lost it. Oh no, that's not Fatboy. That's a Morgan thing. Yeah,
I'm not really sure.
Lost his front wing.
Alistair
is 4/10 up on his lap, and that's just through the first turn alone.
No, I think that was the last lap where he improved.
No, it still says he's 4/10 up.
We'll see when he goes through the first sector split. I think that was his last lap because he was still should be dealt up on last. Vapor sandbagging Maxes in chat. Send Harry and Riles to tier 2 from tier 3 and Vapor up to tier 1.
Thing is as well, we can't exactly send Harry and Riles to tier 2 because there is competition at the top with Metro. Like Metro, it's Harry and Riles. Those four are kind of competing.
Depends if I race. 5 races can
As
get in there.
quali is now over,
Out.
Morgan is taking the rallycross route. Got Finchy then. He's cut. Oh, Finchy's not using ERS, so Finchy's done. Nozman peels off into the pits. Wingo there. Wingo's a. Oh no, that's probably a glitch.
Yeah, that's no glitch. Let's see what Wingo does. He's going through the first. Oh, he's gone wide.
He's
Wingo's
kept it valid. He's 2
cents down there.
Alistair is a 10th up on his lap, but he's invalid.
Ryan, I think Ryan's up maybe. Oh, Van Noos is. What about Jimbo as well?
Jimbo.
Ryan and Jimbo.
It says Jimbo set the fastest middle sector, but
I'm not convinced about that.
We talk about. Oh, Van Noos is going on 5.
Let's see what Ryan.
Van Noos and Jimbo have been on 5-lap hold inters. Whoa, Jimbo, massive snap out the final corner.
Yeah.
As here he comes round the final corner. It's P7.
P7.
So then,
Wingo's actually gained time in the middle sector. He's now
it's not going to be enough unless
yeah,
my man had
second,
the
though.
absolute worst final 2 corners.
He might get up to second though. There's a very tight gap between him and Alistair, so he may be able to get onto that front row then for Wingo. So there we go. Then coming around the final corner, coming across the line now. Where can Wingo improve? And he does. Up to P2 for Wingo.
I'm sorry, but
still 7 tenths. Let's see what Wingo puts in the chat. I'm waiting for a Wingo message.
Yeah, admin team will be discussing that. The admins will definitely be discussing that.
Let's see then. Who's anyone putting? Yep. Well, Vapor just takes his best lap, but I'm still saying 6.5 tenths. It's quite a long margin.
That's massive.
Even if it was a very good lap.
I will be back in a minute. I need to go sort something out, so I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the crowd entertained while Licio is gone. Not really sure where all this time is. It's like 3 tenths in the first sector alone, it seems. So then, I believe the race is going to be dry to start with, but rain scheduled for 45 minutes into the race. I can cope on comms alone, Jesse. Thank you. So we're going to see possibly very similar strategies to last night in Tier 3, which was very similar condition where the rain came right at the end. On the final 2 laps it came. And safety car, after a few safety cars, and completely changed the race. Right then, so we're going to see what strategies different drivers go on to. But I think you might see some drivers maybe trying the mediums starting with because of the rain. Some might go hards. Some may go soft. I think personally I'd go with 2 sets of softs or soft medium. I think that's extra traction at the start you need for them softs when the car's going to be heaviest. But let's see what the grid go with then. Vapor on the hard tyres. Okay then. Let's see if I can get up. I'll give a rundown while Alicia can't change the stream. So then, both McLarens on the hard tyres, both Vapor and Jimbo. Finchy on the mediums, along with Cool Kyoga. And the rest of the field have all elected to go for the soft tyres. So, this could absolutely change. This is going to be interesting because Vapor's on pole on the hards though. So this could really bunch up the field and keep it tight. But with the rain coming, maybe... Yeah, this might be the way to go, but I think he might just lose too much at the start. It depends how quickly the drivers can clear Vapor and build up the gap. If Wingo can get through and try and build up that gap, I have no doubt that Wingo probably has the pace to do so. So then, very interesting differing strategies for the title contenders. So how will that play out? Only time will tell.
I am back. What have I missed?
I've run down the tyre situation. So both McLarens on the hards and only Finchy and Cool Kyoga on the mediums, the rest on soft due to this rain. I think both McLarens are going full no pit stop until the rain.
Yeah,
like yesterday.
I mean...
The rain will hit the same time as yesterday, apparently, so we know roughly what's going to happen.
Yeah. So basically, the guys on the mediums need to pit.
Yeah.
The guys on the hards less so.
But if you're on the soft, I don't know whether you can make soft work like I did or not. You can take the softs about 15 laps, just about at pretty good pace. Like mine didn't fall off after about 13, but I elected to pit just because I had to pit for another set and thought earlier was better.
Right, so it will be Vapor, Wingo, Alistair, Nozman, Finchy, Morgan, Jimbo, Kludgy Duck, Fruity, FR, Ryan, Vanus, Fatboy, Cool Kyogre, and Rowdy, who line up on the grid in that order, as you can see on the right. We now wait for them all to lock into position. We're just waiting on Cool Kyogre to lock in, and here we go then. Waiting. Here we go then. 5 red lights. 2, 3, 4. 5 red lights here in San Marino at Imola. It's a long wait, and nice lights out, and away we go, and Vapor seems to have got a really good start. Not as good as Alistair.
No,
Alistair's had an amazing start. He's already up into the lead before Vapor even basically got going.
And Nozman had a pretty mediocre start
then. Nozman, he goes around the outside, and it's been a great start there.
Wingo
had to cut across the chicane there. He's been pushed out wide by Fruity.
And he's had a spin. He's rejoined the track. This got horribly for Wingo.
It's unfortunate there.
Not the start Wingo wanted, but this is the perfect start for Alistair.
Just a quick question, is he lagging on your screen? He's lagging.
No, he seems fine for me. This has been the perfect start for Alistair and Nozman. But Finchy up behind Vapor. If Finchy can get through, this medium strategy could work really well for him. He can get through on the hard runner.
He has to be careful of Fruity and Nozman behind, or not Nozman. Morgan behind him though.
Oh,
massive snap there for Finch as he allows Fruity and Morgan through.
Contact,
and even FR. So then, these guys on the softs are going to be rapid, and Alistair almost has that 1 second lead on Nozman.
And yeah, Nozman's already got a second on Vapor as well.
But so these expect that with the hards compared to the softs.
Yeah. These two need to work together though to just pull away and not fight at the moment. Because obviously different strategies are going to absolutely change the race.
All over the back of Fruity here. They're all using their ERS other than Vapor, who's using it now to stay in front. We ride on board as he goes side by side. They're going to go 3 wide almost into turn 1 there. And Vapor gets swamped as there goes Morgan round the outside. Contact, Morgan spun. Morgan's out.
Has Vapor got wing damage? Has Vapor got wing damage? I'm not too sure.
Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Sorry. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
It's very similar to me yesterday where I clipped the back of Abra after you spun him.
I thought he backed out.
I believe. So, I think Vapor's got away with it. Oh, this is descended into chaos.
Kludgy Duck has been sent wide. I believe Kludgy might have some wing damage.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but this is descended this race into
Kludgy
chaos.
Doesn't. But then that promoted Ryan up into P6.
But this has really helped the front 3. They've all pulled away a huge gap. And that's FR77 round at Tamburello, I believe that is.
Probably, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know the full name fully, but...
No, Tamburello's the chicane. Before Toza.
No, that's Villeneuve.
Ah, that's probably Tamburello then. But then Vapor JS, he's down to P6 after starting on pole. Alistair has got a 1.6 second lead from Nozman, who's got a 2.1 second lead from Fruity as Vanus.
And Vanus picks up the penalty already.
It sounds like I'm trying to do like a French accent. Vanus.
Vanus.
Oh, here comes Rowdy then. Rowdy's having a look.
And Kludgy's awesome. Kludgy trying to go round the outside of Vapor. He's shoved straight off the track.
Across after Vapor leaves barely in any room. Oh, but there goes Jimbo wide.
Oh, Jimbo's gone wide. So this is worse driving standards. And oh, what has happened to Kludgy?
I think Kludgy might. I think Kludgy did that to avoid a collision. So fair play to Kludgy. This has, as you said, this descended into carnage. But what I just want to pick up on, Nozman is started to bring that gap down to Alistair.
Yeah, he needs to try and stay in that DRS range because he's used a lot of DRS, so he needs to get into that DRS to try and save it back up now. He's using a lot to try and really push for it.
Alistair has basically double. As we now look further back, we've got Rowdy. He's the closest to anyone as he is right on the back of Fatboy and Slim. We ride on board with the Hash driver as they head down into the final 2 turns of Ravazza 1 and 2. Oh, I think his wheel disconnected as he goes straight on there. Almost into the wall, but he recovers it. It's Fruity now says.
And Fruity goes, takes the fastest lap. He's going to close up on the front 2 possibly. But they've got a wonderful gap here.
He's got the DRS on Vapor.js. He doesn't have to use ERS really, but he's decided to. He has no helmet. That's not very safe, as there could be flying debris as he goes round the outside. Cludgy's now out.
Off!
Oh, he's retired in pit.
He's retired in the pit lane. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I hate that when you're in the middle of something and then something happens, you really over-dramatize it.
Yeah.
But anyway then, there goes Cool Kyogre. He has gotten past Vapor, but has he done it for long? It looks like he has got the move sealed, as now Fatboy and Slim sets his sights on Vapor.js. And look at Fatboy and Slim's ERS.
Also, obviously, I would
basically a full tank, but also look at his fuel. He has the yellow warning fuel sign. That proves he needs a safety car. Oh, I mean, I think the rain. Fatboy. He picks up the second penalty already. Of this race.
4 laps in. This could be a war of penalties. This race. It always is round Imola. Only I think 2 drivers yesterday.
So it's
I think only 2 drivers yesterday finished the race with no penalties.
One of them being your race winner, GSR.
Oh, Finchy picked up 1 already as well, and he's run wide again out the final corner.
What's crucial for Vapor here, actually, Cool Kyogre hasn't dropped him.
No. And he's actually keeping him in the DRS range, which should really help him.
But I think has a lot of DRS to play with when you compare it to Vapor. So here comes Fatboy and Slim then. Are they going to go 3 wide into turn 1? No, they ain't. But Cool Kyogre has been passed by 2 cars on the same straight.
Interesting as well, the fighting that these lot have all caused each other is allowed Wingo to catch right back up. He was 14 seconds off the back of Jimbo.
Yeah, good point.
And he's now back up to 4. Only in 5 laps. He's gained 10 seconds in 5 laps to go. Wingo is on a mission here.
Wingo is on those soft tyres though, whereas I think everyone else, other than Rowdy, the only person... Oh, and Fatboy. They are on the soft. Ryan really going wide there.
A lot of drivers decided to the soft, which is interesting.
He is right on the back of Vapor.js here. Vapor might have picked up a 1 in there. Oh, that was tight. But they didn't spin each other as... Vapor went wide and Fatboy tried his luck, but luckily they both survived. As we now head down into Ravazza 1 and 2, I think this is going to be a crucial point. Can Vapor creep into that DRS? No, he cannot. He's not quite able to get in the DRS range of Ryan Ocon.
He's got 3 cars behind him, all in the DRS
Here
range,
comes
so
Fatboy and Slim then.
Here.
He's got like 3 times the amount of DRS. As he got him well and easy. It's probably the easiest move he'll make all day, as he has now gotten through. So then he can now push on to get ahead of Ryan.
Well, Fruity goes
then. He is being pressured by Rowdy.
The gap between the top 3 is really closed up now. Fruity goes right on nearly into the DRS range of Nosman, and Nosman also nearly is slowly creeping up on Alistair as well. So this battle for the lead as well is going to start to get intense.
But you look at the ERS that Nosman and Fruity have used to close that gap up, and Alistair's sitting pretty. He's got like 3/4 of a tank.
He is, but knowing the chance of the safety car around here, that will allow the drivers behind him to gain up. So track position, I think, will be most key at the moment.
Somebody who needs safety car, as I pointed out earlier, will probably be Fatboy and Slim, as he has got that yellow indicator warning him. As Ryan's gone very wide there, Cool Kyogre's picked up a penalty. Could we see Fatboy and Slim go for a move into Ravazza 2, or Ravazza 1, sorry. He's not, he's going to back off. There is a train forming behind Ryan here. I think Fatboy will easily have him, as Ryan has got about 35% and Fatboy has it.
I wonder if Ryan's playing the team game here, trying to back them up into Wingo, get Wingo back on the train.
I don't know, but there seems to be a little bit of lag maybe.
Yeah, Ryan's lagging around a bit for me at the moment.
But then Fatboy and Slim has now gotten through, so Ryan then, this might be where Ryan decides to back up people. Because obviously, Wingo's championship rival is Vapor, as we've got a spinner that's Finchy off.
Finchy's off.
And Fatboy. And Fatboy's out. That could be safety car.
Is
it a safety car?
That will.
It's not a safety car.
Not yet, no.
We're fine. That's really unfortunate there for the young Brit.
Very surprised we haven't seen a safety car yet, actually, with 3 drivers already out of the race. We should have turned it on. Let me check.
Please tell me Jimbo's actually turned it on.
Where
Is it on reduced or something? Because that might explain it.
Nah, it's on standard, to be fair. Very surprised.
I guess to be fair, the crashes have happened more towards the rear, but then again, that one was in the mid-pack.
Yeah.
But I guess when you've got everyone so tightly packed up, you don't really need.
If Fruity Coaster's made a huge mistake, he's dropped right off the pack, off the top two.
I don't know what's happened to Fruity there, but he's clearly had a moment somewhere that has dropped him about 1.3 seconds off Nozman.
And see if Wingo can make the move here to try and get past Jimbo. If he can, this will be allow him to get into that clear gap as well.
This is where
really
teams.
Push on.
Oh, we've got a Fruity!
Fruity out.
Commentators scores.
And that is a safety car, finally. So you'll probably see the soft.
Do we want to talk about the commentator's curse here?
Wait, this is the same lap as yesterday.
Is it?
Yes, it was lap 8. Start of lap 8, he came out. Why is this race playing exactly as yesterday?
I swear to God, right?
If
there is someone on the mediums who started on the mediums and they push it all the way to the end and they get a puncture on like lap 26, I'm going to punch a wall. And that's a promise. That is a promise.
If someone does, if it happens, I'm gonna call this race rigged.
I will punch a wall, and
I'm gonna call for a race being rigged here. If that happens, but I'd expect to see all soft runners here pick the mediums, and they should be able to last to the rain period, and even to be fair to the end of the race from here. So that's what. Whereas for Vapor, I'm not sure what Vapor does here. Does he pick for mediums with
the two McLarens, they might be in a bit of a situation here.
They've either stay out in the hosel.
As we have got the top two in, does Ryan pit? Obviously, Ryan's in that P3 position. He's
Nozman onto another set of softs.
Really? Alistair chose the mediums. Vapor's in.
Yeah, Vapor in.
Cool Kyogre going extremely slow into the pits there. Rowdy's in, Jimbo's in. I think everyone's going to come in.
Yeah. Interesting though that's... Why is it... Interesting that Nozman went to the softs though. Cool Kyogre goes to the softs.
Maybe they're expecting the rain sooner than it might
Yeah,
turn.
but it was exactly the same apparently. I've been seeing a screenshot of it and it's apparently the exact same as yesterday. So maybe the rain might turn up earlier today. But this is when I also went for... Maybe they wanted to get that position like I did.
What were the indications on it? Was it just light rain for the second to last?
Light rain for 45. Light rain for 45 minutes, heavy rain for 60, like we had. Exactly what we had yesterday.
Oh, interesting.
So maybe they want track position like I did. So
that is a good point, to be fair.
Maybe they try and my strat. Maybe some of these drivers are watching my POV. I've learnt some tips from watching yesterday. We never know. Yeah.
Did you make sure your audio is included, by the way? I've just had that thought.
Yeah, I did. Because I tested on my stream before.
Okay. God. So, there's not much to talk about under safety car, really. Just, let's just have a look then.
We've only got
the
11 drivers
choice
left, I suppose.
4 driver... Oh, Rowdy left. Can you get him back in, please?
Yeah, I'll get him in.
4 drivers onto the softs, the rest have chosen mediums. Finchy, Vanu, Cool Kyogre and Nozman. They are the far to go on to the softs.
To be fair, of the 4, 3 of them are the ones with penalties, so yeah, they are definitely on for track position to try and get that gap. Which does make sense, I agree with them for doing that, to be fair to them.
Yeah, I don't blame them, to be fair. We've not seen a lot of penalties yet. Obviously it is only the 9th lap and there are, what, like...
The question is, does FR do exactly what I did yesterday and pit again going to the softs? Which is what I did.
Why would FR do it compared to everyone else on the mediums?
Just because he's at the back. That's what I did.
Ah, fair enough, yeah.
It's exactly what I did yesterday. If he does, he's definitely watched yesterday's race. Let's see then. Does he pit? He doesn't.
I don't think he does. He stays out.
So then we got a mix here though. Nozman and Alistair though, very differing strategies. Nozman has no penalties. Let's quickly check warnings then, shall we, since we've got time. Alistair says invalidated lap time, but what was that for? Was that a warning? Alistair exceeded track limits, yes he did. So that's, Alistair has 1 warning. Nosman has none. Ryan Ocon has none. Vapor has 2 apparently. 1.
Are they for
Yep.
contact or are
No,
they
they are for exceeding track limits. So Vapor is on 2 already.
Oh dear, this ain't good for... Oh no.
Oh, not him again. At least he
Oh
can't
no,
race
it's fine,
this
it's
time.
fine. Don't worry, it's fine. The race has started, so it's fine.
Yeah, he can't get in the car this week at least. Can't wipe. Well, I'm not racing. He can't wipe me off.
We know whose friend it is anyway, and he's been told to stop joining, or if he wants to race, then join the server and apply.
Rowdy's
but, yeah.
on 2. Kulkogo only has the 3, so he's got nonsense picking up the penalty. Jimbo has 1, it seems. Was that for contacts and that one?
Safe's
No,
car is in end of this lap. So, Alistair then will begin backing the pack up. Everybody is in a big Ferrari sandwich, as we've got a Ferrari in the lead and a Ferrari in dead last. The only difference being that instead of in the second positions, we've got a Red Bull powered car and a Mercedes powered car.
Looks like real life.
I'm
Ferrari,
moving up
Red
and
Bull,
down side to
Mercedes.
side like a roller coaster. Only difference is there's a McLaren in 4th.
Yeah, but the Haas is up there, which makes sense.
Right, here we go then. When does Alistair go? He's still
Leaving it
backing
late,
him up.
and
He's
he's
gone.
gone
Now. Has he got a good restart? He has had a good restart. Somebody who's had a better restart is VaporJS, as he can immediately look to overtake Ryan Ocon. So then we go down to turn 1. Jimbo is side by side with Rowdy. Rowdy's still in AI by the look.
Yeah, I invited him. I'm not sure.
He rejoined, but yeah. So then Rowdy begins to drop down the order. I think Finchy spun. Finchy has spun it at turn 1. We've got Vapor and Ryan going side by side. Vapor has left the space and Ryan's had to go very wide. There is Cool Kyogre with the up and under. A great move there for Cool Kyogre to get through.
And Wingo having to defend from Vanus, who goes wide, and that allows FR77 to get through. So the soft runners haven't really gone forward except from Cool Kyogre, and Ryan Ocon lets his teammate through there. So Wingo up to P6 already.
Vanus gets his second penalty of this race. So then we have now got the people. Obviously, there's no gap, so I don't know who's close to who. But FR did just get through on Ryan. Ryan is really struggling at the moment, as he now has to defend from Vanus Gaming. But then
Ryan just played a long game, maybe. Alice, though, crucially, pulling away from Nosman, even on the medium tyres.
Yeah.
The gap has opened slightly, it seems. We're not going to get the official gap until they cross the line here, but
it's like round 8/10.
Cool Kyogre then is going to try and make the move on VaporJS.
Here he comes then. Is he going to try and dive it up the inside? No.
No, he sits in behind.
But he gave himself a narrow angle, so he would have compromised himself on entry there.
Wingo on the back of Jimbo's. Jimbo's trying to back up Wingo here to do his teammate a favour.
I believe he is, as Wingo goes wide though.
Wingo's wide though. Yeah.
It's not a great exit for
And Vanus is into the pit lane, so he must have had a change of front wing maybe.
We have a look.
Didn't really see any contact
I wonder
with anyone.
If it is. It's not been a great day for the Aston Martin team, who are 3rd in the Constructors at the moment.
Yeah. It's not been a great race at all for them.
Our closest battle at the moment is seemingly Cool Kyogre on the back of Championship leader VaporJS. Here comes Cool Kyogre then. Can he make a move as they come through the final chicane? It really is weird just seeing a man's nose stick out of a cockpit. But then down into Ravazza 1 and 2. Vapor keeping it nicely in track limits there. It looked like he had a little bit of a snap there. He definitely had a snap on the exit.
Coolco's got a good run.
Too.
He's got a very good run here. Here we go.
So then here comes Cool Kyogre.
Saving his DRS. He's a lot more ERS. He's just going to save. He's going to sit behind and wait for the DRS it seems next lap.
There goes Fruity out. Finchy has set the fastest lap after his spin on lap 1.
Clean there.
Nosman,
nice clean
he's
there, then.
very close to. He's reeling Alistair in now.
Yeah, he needs to get through and try and gap him next lap
Wingo,
because
he's
the
still
DRS
not
is
able
open.
to make any moves on Jimbo.
However, crucially, Jimbo's not in the DRS range of Kyogre this lap. So
no,
this lap with DRS enabled, this couldn't allow Wingo to get through along with the Cool Kyogre and Nosman too, as all the drivers defending do not have DRS currently.
Yeah, as here we go then down into Aqua Minerale. I think This could be where Vapor maybe gets a better exit.
Oh, Wingo's right on the back of Jimbo, pushing him to the corner. He's really
Nothing yet. Vapor!
back up him. Oh, Vapor picks up that third warning. We knew he was in trouble and he picks up 3 seconds already.
FR's all over the back of Wingo here.
Yeah, I think Wingo was pushed right wide by Jimbo.
Jesus Christ, FR's used every last little bit of his ERS up. So then coming down the main straight then, Nozman is going to have the DRS. Can he make the move on Alistair? Alistair not using ERS, whereas Nozman is. Here he comes then. Down the main straight, further back we've got Cool Kyogre. Here goes Nozman then, around the outside.
And Wingo also through.
And Cool Kyogre through, and Wingo is through. So Wingo can now set his sights on his championship rival, Vapor JF.
And Finchy gets through on Rowdy as well. So the power of the DRS for all the drivers there. Now then, can the drivers that have got past this lap manage to break away and get out of the DRS of the drivers they've just overtaken? We'll see now.
What we do know about Vapor, he is good at clinging onto the back of his rivals.
And Vanu's taking the fastest lap of the race.
He is on fresh soft, so you would kind of expect it. FR then, he's pushing on to try and get past Jimbo, but if you look at the game, just look at the ERS. FR's used every last little bit of it up.
Yeah, and now
Jimbo picks up a penalty. Oh, and there goes
and
FR. He's had an amazing exit. They're going to go side by side into the chicane, and Jimbo has to back out of it in order to survive.
But he's also going to get the DRS down the main straight,
we've now got a 4-way battle for the lead here.
Yep, it's all closed up.
Oh, but Vapor has just about dropped out of that 1 second gap. I think he'll still have the DRS, but
he'll still have it this lap. Cool Kyogre sets the fastest lap of the race, closing in that gap. Alistair.
He is a man on a mission here.
With that penalty, he needs to close
Here comes
up.
Jimbo then on FR, and he gets through, and then so does Ryan Ocon.
That's purely because FR has no ERS at all. He's
Ryan decided to keep the ERS on.
Mid corner, yeah, I saw that.
So then, we have now got this 3-way battle for the lead as Vapor has just dropped off.
Oh, FR's gone off. FR has gone straight on then. I think
could there be was there contact with himself and Ryan?
I think he was trying to go side by side with Ryan and just ran out of room.
Not ideal there for the Ferrari team as they have one man down in 10th and another man challenging for the lead. So then, coming up the hill out of Aqua Minerale, Nozman still not broken that 1 second gap. Alistair just doing a good job now to keep within range as
Vapor really trying to hang on. Cool Kyogre picks the second penalty.
We check penalties, that is 6 seconds for him. It's not ideal. Oh,
and we're going to have this yellow flag glitch again.
Hopefully not. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's not a place where you're going to see overtake, so
yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, I think Vapor's run very wide out the final corner there, kicking up a lot of dust. Wingo crucially though up behind him, if he can close the gap.
Back of nothing's really happening at the moment. We look at Ryan, he's trying to close up to Jimbo, but he's unable to.
FR is not happy with Ryan, so there was contact by the sounds of it by looking at the Twitch chat. Not going to read out the message, but
I've not got Twitch chat open.
Oh, Finchy's spun again.
Oh dear.
And Ryan's also off.
Oh dear. Have those two had contact maybe?
No, they were completely different incidents. Finchy just lost out of turn 3, and Ryan lost it through Villeneuve. Through the exit of turn 5, he just went wide.
Just open Twitch, I can get the chat out. So, again, I wonder if Alistair's running slightly more downforce than Nozman.
Yeah, it seems like he's gaining a lot for the corners, but
obviously Alistair had a very stable setup in quali anyway, didn't he?
Yeah. You think maybe he's running somewhat of a more suited waiting for the rain at the end of the race?
Yeah, he might be running something like an 8-9 setup maybe, because I know I use 8-8 normally, but
oh, I use 8-10.
I do.
I used 8-10 in the trial. I went up to 9. That was at the start of the race yesterday. It was awful. I went to 9-10. It just was way too twitchy.
So then, Vapor, in trying to keep up with these guys, he's used every last bit of his ERS up.
So if Wingo can close in, though, Wingo could absolutely breeze past Vapor.
Yeah.
But that gap is growing because he's getting the DRS here, Vapor.
I think we're seeing the soft tyres start to fall off the cliff now.
Oh, Alistair made a mistake. He's gone wide.
Oh, he's...
allow Cool Kyogre to go through.
That was tight.
Yeah, Cool Kyogre's very good reaction there by Cool Kyogre to get through.
But you know what this has allowed Cool Kyogre to do? This has allowed some breathing room between Cool Kyogre and Vapor.
Nozman. It's also allowed some breathing room between Nozman and Cool Kyogre. Can Nozman
this
now
is a
break?
Good point.
And it's also allowed Wingo to gain nearly half a second on them.
Yeah, because obviously they all had to slow up to avoid going into each other.
This could be crucial for Wingo, who's also got a lot of ERS. Wingo's still 50%, whereas Vapor is very low.
As it stands,
Cool
if it was to stay like this for the remaining
yeah,
15 laps, Wingo would still finish in front of Vapor because Vapor has that 3-second penalty.
Yeah, he'd finish on the podium still, Wingo. He'd finish P3.
Can we sound what? There we are. Oh my
God. Cool Kyogre did get DRS though, he got back into the DRS range crucially for him. This allowed him to not get overtaken.
Make his way, I think Vapor
draining the battery again.
This is just, I think Vapor's getting desperate here. Vapor can see his title rival in the distance behind him. He can see that gap and he's like, he needs to get past.
Oh, he's had a huge moment there. He's got onto the curb, he's really pushing here, Vapor. He's really pushing to stay with these leaders here.
I don't think Vapor is too. I don't think at the moment Vapor's too worried about like making the move. I think he's more worried about getting that 3-second gap to his rival behind.
I think he's just trying to cling on to that DRS. He needs the DRS. Without his DRS, otherwise he's going to fall backwards. He's just going to absolutely stumble back as he drops that DRS range. Which is why he's using every last minute.
Ryan and Rowdy are battling out, but they're quite a distance from each other.
From an expert in the track, they're saying that Vapor looks like he's overdriving the car currently. He's looking desperate.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with that.
Ryan is fun. Ryan's in the wall at Aquaminarale.
Has he got wing damage? I don't
Doesn't
think
look
so.
like it. I think he went rear wing first, which is lucky.
Has he got rear wing damage possibly though?
There could be. Oh wait, is that a puncture? No.
I was trying to work that out. No,
it looks. It's just a
he's all over them.
You know what though? Alistair in an amazing position when you think about it. The 3 guys around him, they've got no ERS. Look at Alistair's ERS and look at the 3 guys around him.
Yeah, but it also depends. Cool Kyogre here, if he can get past Nozman, he might clear off the road here. He looks like he has a lot more pace than these drivers at the moment. He's very close to passing Nozman on the last straight.
I think Wingo's struggling without the DRS at the moment. He's able to close up in the middle part of the lap, but just down the straight. But without the DRS, he can't close up.
If Wingo's just managing things, though, he knows he only needs to be within 3 seconds of his title rival. He doesn't need to push it anymore at the moment. There could be later safety cars, etc.
Yeah, it's a good point. And at the moment, then, it is Nozman who leads from Cool Kyogre, Alistair, Vapor, Wingo, Jimbo, Rowdy, FR, Ryan, and Vanus is the last man in the points.
Yeah, although Vanus has a lot of penalties.
Might be a warning for Nozman there. Cool Kyogre attempts to reel him in. Alistair just holding P3, but he has got Vapor giving hot pursuit behind. And Wingo is now out of that 3-second. Oh, only just. He's now out of that 3-second range. Well, he's back in it now, but he was out of it.
Yeah, he's saved up a good amount of ERS actually to play. He's gained about 10%, so I think Wingo's just saving.
Vapor's got nothing. Vapor has literally...
Alistair, they're going for the move down the inside of Cool Kyogre, so to cut you off. He's tried to hold it, and he's flipped Cool Kyogre. That's Cool Kyogre round. That's allowed Wingo up to P3 then. P4, so it will be P3 after Vapor's penalty currently, but it's very tight between the two, within that 3 seconds.
Yeah, so then I don't think Cool Kyogre is going to be best pleased with what happens there as he spun it again.
Oh, he's spun again. Oh, he's got wing damage. He's lost his full wing.
He's lucky not to DNF there. Could that be a virtual safety car maybe? No. I said virtual safety car because it's not that bad a crash.
Yeah, sometimes you should have debris around the track. Oh, the gaps though between the top 3 is really spreading here. If any of them going to lose the DRS,
Alistair might be
crucial.
He might be vulnerable here.
Nah, he's got a good exit out of the corner. And he's got a lot of ERS, so he can...
He's not going to have it. I don't think he'll have the DRS.
No, he's not. He's
literally
out there.
Like 17 thousandths out of it. Vapor might have him down this main straight here.
However, Vapor is very low on ERS, as we know, so he's just going to get taken straight back again.
Alistair's not using his ERS, though. I think he's going to let Vapor go. Oh, now he is.
Well, Vapor's not got any, though. I think he's realised that. Vapor's not got any, so he doesn't need to.
Straight. Vapor's going to try and hang around the outside. Alistair's done it
Vapor's
again.
round and he's got a penalty as well. I think that time Vapor really should have backed out. He was never going to move there. He was never alongside enough.
And that now promotes Wingo up into P3.
And it also gave Vapor another penalty. So unless he doesn't get another warning, he's going to get... He's going to have to try and drive with no more warnings here to get that taken off, but...
I think Alistair might go under investigation here, because that is 2 instances where he's kind of...
But crucially, this allowed Nosman to clear you off. I know his soft tyres are struggling and the rain seems imminent. It's getting darker.
Oh, but Alistair!
Oh, Alistair picks up a penalty. This is huge for Wingo. Wingo could get huge points
look at the colour. It's gotten darker. The rain is on its way.
Yeah, it's getting darker. This is earlier than yesterday. This will be around lap 27 probably. That they'll have to switch to inters. This is definitely earlier than yesterday because it didn't get dark till after I pit, which is 24.
Yeah. So then, we've now got FR. He is on the back of Rowdy TJ boy. Can the American keep in front of the Brit? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, to be fair. I don't know. Can he?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Can he?
Question is, I think the big question is, though, can Nosman stretch these soft tyres until the rain? He's going to be starting to fall off the cliff around now.
Here comes FR then. He's going to go for it. He's gaining.
He's got no ERS
down the inside.
Oh, he's pushed Rowdy off.
Has to react there and go off.
It's good evasive action from Rowdy.
Shut up, you stupid watch. Get off.
From the opinions in the chat, they believe Vapor was at fault for that crash. He was very desperate, it seemed, and he was never really far enough ahead without the ERS he had.
Right.
It looked very... So we'll see what happens with the stewards there, but that's the chat's opinion as of currently.
This could be a P2 as it stands for Wingo at the moment. He just needs to...
Very touch and go though.
It is, he's right on the cusp here.
And Alistair will probably get into the DRS range by next lap as Nosman's tyres fall off.
Yeah.
He's slowly catching Nosman, but maybe not enough.
I reckon it'll be next lap where we start to see the rain fall.
I think we'll also see Jimbo get out of the way of his teammate here.
Yeah, I think he'll give him the DRS and then he'll just move out the way.
Yeah. And the rain started falling now.
Here comes the rain. So I was correct, it is this lap.
So Nosman is going to get away with this, I think. Nosman will get away with using the soft tyres, so this is worth the treat for Nosman. His closest rival realistically on track is Wingo.
I think last season Nosman won this race. It was as well. Last season, because I was commentating it with Finn. Last season Nosman won this race because then it was Kota afterwards.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Broken Reptile won. I'm pretty sure. So I was racing and I had to leave early.
No, Broken was tier 3. Broken was tier 3 last season.
Nah, but he raced it. Oh, maybe I don't know. I'm not sure now.
I'm pretty sure Nosman won this
race.
I
don't remember. I'm pretty sure Nosman had contact.
Right, I'm going on Discord.
I'm
finding the race results from Imola last season.
I'm pretty sure he made contact with me, and we were near the back when I had to leave halfway through the race.
Tier 2 points. Oh no, tier 2 race results.
I thought it might not have been Nosman. Someone made contact with me.
It was Nosman.
Was it Nosman?
Yeah.
You must love this track.
My man.
But then the race is not heavy enough yet.
Alistair is
Wingo
in that gap.
really starting to close up that gap now. These conditions could suit Wingo, but we also saw Vapor really gaining in qualifying. We saw how quick he was in the inter conditions. So
it's going to be a dodgy one,
at the moment, this is Nosman's race to lose at the moment, but no, we don't want to put the commentator's curse on him.
We don't want to put the commentator's curse on anyone because we've already done it to Fruity and Fatboy. Well, mainly Fruity, but you know. So, at the moment, there are no real gaps, but we have got Alistair closing in on Nosman. Vapor, then, he is pulling out that gap to his teammate, trying to reel in Wingo 45 here. Can we get a penalty? Can we get a warning check on Vapor, please? Just to see if he can get that penalty appealed.
Vapor has not got a warning since yet.
Right, so we can, if he doesn't get another warning, he can get that one appealed.
Yes.
Oh, here we go, as Alistair is now within DRS range of Nosman.
And I'm really falling at this, probably going to be next lap. They may make the switch over, but Wingo's really closing in here. He's getting nearly a second this lap.
I
Wingo's
just want to
really
say,
pulling in.
I do just want to say, the roles are reversed here. Look at Nosman's ERS and then look at Alistair's.
Yeah, Allison really putting, but look at Wingo. If Wingo can get us the back, this could be Wingo's race to lose. Wingo's really closing on these two now. Then
I think the minute the DRS gets disabled is the time when these guys come in.
Yeah, but this could also be a situation where it's very on the edge, and if you try and stick it out, possibly. No one's on fresh tyres, but if you maybe someone like Cool Kyoga on fresher softs, you try and hold it. Because fresh softs will give you that extra grip that the worn tyres will not. With Nosman's tyres must be really trying at the moment.
They're screaming at the moment. They are screaming.
I think I did 14 laps and they were about just getting to 60%. Oh, there's a yellow flag.
15 laps. I think that might be
Finchy round again.
It is Finchy.
As we see our first driver onto the intermediate tyres. That's Vanus onto the intermediate tyres.
So Vanus he's pulled the trigger. Could Finchy pit as well?
No, Finchy stays out.
Oof, he almost hits the pit wall there.
Nearly hits the pit wall there. Yeah, that's that nearly yesterday.
Oh, I think Nosman might lose the lead here.
Might do. Or he might get saved by the DRS getting, or he might pit. But Nosman pit early because his tyres are gone. Possibly. And he's stretching a lap.
This is going to be tight. I think we need to watch Vanus here. He's got a 5.4 second gap as it stands. He's losing time by the looks of it. Oh, it's like...
It's when it's through the corners. Nah, it's not wet enough.
It's not wet enough.
It's a little
too with a massive slide.
It's too understeered. I know the feeling.
FR picks up 5 seconds for speeding. We've got the guys behind then. Jimbo, FR, Rowdy. They're all going to take the gamble, I believe.
It doesn't look wet enough though. It looked slightly too early.
Oh, I don't know actually. If you go on board with Nosman, Finch has gone round.
I think that's more Nosman's tyres though. If you go on board with someone like Wingo and compare it to Vanus.
I'm on about the track. Look at the track when you're on board with Nosman.
Oh yeah. I think it's this lap. I think they've all gone one lap too early possibly. I think it could be this lap personally, I'd say. That would be my gut instinct here.
Oh, this could be tight here. We're going to watch Jimbo as he...
on Inters too early.
I know the feeling when you're Jimbo's losing time to his teammates still.
Yeah. I know the feeling when you're on Inters too early. It's so much understeer.
I did that. I did it in Japan.
Oh, okay. I think it might be now. I've got spray all over my screen that's glitching out.
I've not got any on my screen, but we're gonna see now. Do they come in? They do.
Yeah.
Nosman comes in. DRS has been disabled. This is spicy. Right then, I'm going to go on board with Jimbo. Has Jimbo?
I think these lot have timed it to perfection, as I said. The ones that have hit this lap, I think these front four timed it to perfection.
Oh, that's tight between Nosman and Alistair, but they've just about survived. Gonna go on board with Jimbo. I believe he might have pulled the trigger too early, but it's a very long pit lane.
I'm gonna go on board with Alistair in case he tries to get the launch, because he's right up behind Nosman here then. He's in the ERS, he's gonna try it into turn one, I think. No, he doesn't.
Don't think he will.
Behind.
So then Jimbo, he does come out quite a way behind his teammate.
I think that's roughly where he was though. I think he was about 2 seconds. So
I thought it was more about 3. So he might have got a little bit of time, but he did.
But there we go. Alistair and Nosman then.
Cool Kyoga stuck it out. He's now coming into the pits, and he gets a penalty for speeding. Oh, that's a point actually. Who was the other one that got a penalty for speeding? FR. FR got a penalty for speeding, so that would promote Rowdy up into P6 as it stands.
As it stands, yeah. Here we go then. So Alistair seems. Can Wingo do anything here? Wingo cutting off a P2 though. This will be a good result for Wingo P2 with his championship rival going to be going further. That will finish 4th most likely.
As FR picks up a penalty, 4 track limits here. So the entire grid is on Inters, and I believe Alistair. This is where Alistair's setup is coming in clutch.
Yeah, but he's used so much more ERS than Wingo. And without the DRS,
Nosman's got the whole tank.
Yeah, but with the DRS though, in no DRS, and if he's running a higher downforce, he's going to really struggle to get any overtakes done. Because these lot will be able to.
And it's in the way. Look at.
Yeah, he's not going to make it. And Wingo's more likely to make the move on Alistair than Alistair making a move on Nosman, because I think Nosman
I
can
think
save
as
enough ERS in the wet.
I think as well, the longer Nosman keeps Alistair behind, if Alistair does overtake him, the less likely he is to get that 3-second gap that he needs.
Yeah. So then, Wingo is really closing in here. But Vapor is flying onto the back of these lot. Vapor is a man on a mission. We saw in qualifying how much quicker he was in the wet. He's really pushing it. He has got very limited ERS though again. He's really eating up into that battery to close up the
Alistair,
gap.
he's the other man who's pushing hard. As
Cool
Hyoga picks up a penalty. He has now
third.
14 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah,
that includes the 5 seconds he picked up for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, look how quick Vapor's gaining on these lot.
Look at the confidence that Alistair had on the brakes there compared to Nosman. Could we see him move into Ravazza?
I think he's going to have to catch Nosman unaware somewhere because he's not going to get it done down the main straight.
Look at the confidence he has on the brakes.
I can't really see a thing, to be honest, with this stupid spray all over my screen.
Ah, right, fair enough. But yeah.
I'm trying to watch the mainstream a bit here, so I'm a little bit delayed.
Come down the main
But
straight
crucially
then.
here, Vapor is going to probably catch Wingos. Does he make any crazy move? Possibly.
Oh, I don't know. Does Vapor really want to take out his championship rival? Because that could look dodgy, to be honest. If these two collide, that could be dodgy. Obviously, it wouldn't be the first time Wingos collided with a McLaren.
And a championship rival in a McLaren.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Jimbo.
It wasn't Jimbo.
And
Jimbo's
the
not
teammate
really...
was Jimbo.
Yeah.
Oh, but Wingo's actually within range here. Whoa, I was just off board there, and I could just see in the background Vapor with a massive slide out of Tozer.
At the time. I was just on board at the time, but he's still gaining time. Oh, he picks up another penalty.
Okay, yeah, he's not.
Yeah,
he can't.
this is not.
He could still appeal. I guess he could still appeal that first one if you don't get no more warnings.
Yeah.
But
he's
still.
lost his head here, though. I think Vapor.
Yeah, I'd have to. I'm inclined to agree with you there.
But Wingo then right up on the back.
There's a yellow flag. I believe Vanus has gone round.
I think he went slightly wide actually. I don't think it was really that much.
Alistair's had a horrible lap actually.
There we go then. Wingo. We know Wingo has a lot more ERS, and he also can. So can Wingo make this move? Does Wingo go all out for the win here?
If it finishes Nosman Wingo, that would have been the same it finished last year.
Who was P3?
Good question. I don't think Alistair was in it that lap. I don't think Alistair was in the league last year.
Yeah.
It was VII. He's a tier 1 driver now.
Tier 1 now.
But I wonder if Alistair's pushed his tyres too hard too early. We are seeing now Nosman, he's extending that gap, and I wonder if Wingo just wants to play it safe now.
I wonder if I wonder if any of the drivers have the spray glitches I have, because that could be making it impossible to drive.
I wonder if
I'm gonna clip this.
I did just say how I wonder if Wingo's gonna play it safe. I don't think he wants to play it safe.
I don't think he can with the way that Vapor's catching him. Yeah.
Yeah. The way he's catching, and I mean, if he's lost his head a bit after getting that penalty and being spun round,
we saw what happened last week when some drivers lost their head. Now then, so this is Nosman's race to lose, though. Really, at the moment, he's
absolutely
out in the lead.
We get a warnings check on Nosman and Wingo, please.
Vapor, has he picked any up since that recent one? I think he's picked up another one since that last penalty as well, already.
So it's gonna. I don't think Wingo will be able to appeal it.
Wingo just the one warning, and Nosman with nod. So these two both very calm at the moment.
We are on the penultimate lap. I have seen crazier things. Yeah,
Vapor's made a mistake. He's gone wide. Lost him half
Vapor, a second. You can just tell he's
really
pushing.
On the limit.
But I think it's all going to be in vain for Vapor, if I'm being honest. I don't think there's much you can do. We've got a yellow flag. I think that's Vanus has gone round. He has.
Oh, yeah, it's Vanus. Yep, it's Vanus has gone round.
So then it is technically a 2-horse battle for the lead, but there is a car in between them.
Oh, I can't even see a thing. This isn't possible.
Finchie picks up a penalty. I was worried that was Nosman then, because it looked like Nosman had gone slightly wide.
Yeah, if
So
he's got
then,
no warnings, he's not going to get free. I don't think he can get free warnings.
I mean, I've got
Really?
3 in 1 lap, so yeah, you know.
Yeah, but at the rate that Nosman's just driving nicely at the moment, he's not really pushing it. I don't think.
This is where we could see.
I'm going to go on board with Vapor for this final lap then.
Oh, this might be where Vapor makes a last-ditch dive as we head on to the final lap of the race. It is Nosman who leads from Alistair, who will drop down to probably P3, as it is Wingo has no penalties. We all come down the main straight then. I'm going to go on board with Vapor. He is out of ERS. There's nothing he can do there. Alistair, he's also out of ERS. Nosman just using his ERS to make sure he stays in front here. Got Wingo in P3, soon to be P2, depending on how this lap goes for him. Vapor close behind. Jimbo in P5, he's got a comfortable gap either side of him. FR in P6, he'll probably drop behind, he will drop behind Rowdy to P7. Ryan will be in P8. Vanus will be P9. Cool Kyogre in P10. And Fitchy will most likely finish in P11. So then, here we go then. Heading down into Tamburello.
Cool. I was checking who was fastest lap. It's Cool Kyogre.
They're going to go. Vapor is all over the back of Wingo here, so just will Vapor lose his head slightly as he gains massively on the brakes compared to Wingo? Will Vapor lose his head and try a move even though it won't matter? He has a think about it.
Look. He's almost pushing you. He's gone
He's
wide
had a
now.
very good exit, but he goes extremely wide there. If I was Wingo, I'd be worried of a terrible dive bomb from Vapor. There goes Vapor.
He sent it. Oh, that's very late.
Oh, but Wingo keeps it then. We go on board with Nosman. Or we don't go on board with him, we go off board. Coming round the final corner. Across the line. Nosman wins it. Wingo in P2. Alistair P3. Vapor P4. It is going to be Jimbo to come home in P5. FR will be P7 because it will be Rowdy who finishes ahead of him. On penalties at least. Ryan Ocon, he will come home in P8, assuming he doesn't spin and bottle. FR gets another penalty because he didn't serve it. So then,
wait,
what?
Why is he? What the?
I tell you why. You know when a driver leaves and rejoins, it gives them a timing glitch.
Yeah. No, it just doesn't apply your penalties basically. That's what it does.
Yeah. Or yeah. Oh dear, Ryan.
He actually? Oh, no, I think he's done that deliberately.
He's not even crossed. It doesn't even say he's crossed. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I think he's done that deliberately.
Yeah, I know he did. I know he did. It's then going to be Cool Kyogre in P... Actually, no, it'll be Cool Kyogre in P10 because Vanus will come home in P9. So a pretty decent show in there on his debut in GSR for Vanus Gaming. Oh my. And as we wait for Finchy, he comes round the final corner. It is going to be Finchy Strider to win. Can we get these 3 drivers in for interviews, which is Nosman, Wingo, and Alistair?
Yeah, I'm just doing it as we speak. Nosman.
Wingo.
I've done Wingo, and then who's it on?
Alistair.
Alistair.
Invite to party. There we go. So an amazing race there.
Include your audios, guys.
Yeah. The Nosman, if you didn't quite catch that, please include your audio, and you too, Alistair, please include the audio for this stream so people can hear your voice and say what you think. So then, just to confirm the grid, it is Nosman. He takes the win as he did last season. He takes the win ahead of Wingo as that happened last season as well. So you know, bit of a repeat. Alistair, he is in P3, Vapor in P4, Jimbo in P5. A good showing there by the McLaren pairing. A good showing by the Ferrari pairing as well, as they are 3rd and 6th. Rowdy is in P7, a good showing there by the American. And then Ryan in P8. He has also had a pretty good showing considering he is a Tier 3 driver. Vanus in P9 and Cool Kyogre in 10th. They are your final points finishers. And then Finchy, Fruity, Fatboy, Kludgy and Morgan. The final 4 did not finish. So then, let's move on to interviews, and let's start off with our P3 man, Alistair. I guess you could say it was a pretty hectic race overall, but how was it from your perspective?
Yeah, it was a hectic race to be fair. My start was electric, to say the least. Just like Austria again. Yeah, I think I just kept the lead. I was trying to keep my distance to, I think it was Nosman and P2 as well. Yeah, it was. I was trying to keep my distance to him, trying to keep him out of my DRS. Then the safety car hit. Norseman picked the right strategy. We're going onto soft. Clearly worked out to be more beneficial than going medium. Just about came close at the end, but then the rain came in and saved him. Yeah, and he just had insane straight on speed, so I couldn't quite get past him. And in between, there was some battling, and yeah, it was a pretty good race. At least I finished, and my controller didn't disconnect this time. That's what I'm more happy about.
I know the pain of a controller disconnected, lad. Don't worry. It cost me the
I
win.
had that the last 3 races.
It cost me the win in Hungary last weekend, but you know, we're here for you guys, not me. So yeah. Obviously, as you mentioned, was it you that had a few collisions? Was it with Vapor and Fruity? Or am I thinking of someone else? I'm probably thinking of someone else.
It was Vapor and Cool Kai. I don't know what the other.
Oh yeah. Can we just get your views on the Vapor one mainly, please, because that was for effectively the lead.
Was it?
I can't remember, to be honest. That whole
second.
race was just manic.
It was P2.
I was going side by side and yeah, McLaren, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even know. That was the second one. Yeah, I mean, we was going side by side into turn 1. We both broke late, and then I think I was always ahead, and I guess I could have gave him more space if I wanted to keep battling, but the door was shut there, and yeah, I guess he just came out more unfortunate than me. But if Vapor wants to report it, I let the stewards decide. I don't really try and persuade stewards and stuff, because that's just not my job as it is. Just race, and then stewards can decide from that.
Well, fair enough, lad. Lizard, is there any questions for Alistair?
Not that I can think off the top of my head, no. Congrats on the P3. Correctly.
So
Cheers.
then, we will now move on to our P2 man, and I don't, is he 10 point? Oh, you know what? I'll work it out in a minute. Wingo.
6 points. Sweet.
6 points. I'll work it out in a minute.
Yeah.
Wingo, you know, it wasn't an ideal start for yourself, but you managed to claw it back to P2 in the end. So let's get your views on the race, please.
Well, it was a pretty hard race, you know. Got a spun again, lap 1. Got hit 3 times, you know. It was hard, but tried a good strategy. Tried to went the race with those medium tires, but rain came and, you know.
Yeah. What tires did you go onto the mediums after this when you pit for the safety car, or was it softs?
Yeah, I went
Mediums.
into the medium. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you regret doing that? Do you think that the softs would have been better, or do you think you're still happy with what you went for?
I think it was the best strategy because the rain came too late, so those medium tires last very well, and I think with the soft will be very risky, like Northman did. I don't know how he made that possible.
It was hard.
Well, fair enough.
I was
Fair
saying
enough.
I did it yesterday, so.
Well, fair enough, lad, and congrats on the P2. Lizard, any questions for a P2 man?
Just at the end of the race, were you pretty conservative at the end when you saw Vapor catch him, but you knew Alistair had the penalty, so were you just being conservative, sitting behind and taking home P2? Or were you actively trying to get past Alistair still?
Nope. Okay.
Oh.
Who was that for?
Oh, Wingo.
That was for Wingo.
I think Wingo's just stopped talking.
Well, congrats to Wingo on the P2. Let's move on to our race winner, as it was last season. Norseman.
It's
So you
me.
must have you must like this track.
I enjoy it very much.
Well,
It's a technical track, that's for sure.
yeah. Obviously there was the safety car, obviously, and you decided to go for the softs. Was there any regret doing that? Midway through the race when you saw that you were in a tight fight with Alistair, or do you think that you still made the right call?
At the beginning, I thought maybe the rain would come earlier, and when we were getting towards the last part of the race, and it hadn't come yet. My tires were, I think, 50% worn, and I saw Alistair catching up, and I thought maybe, it was the bad strategy, but then the rain came at just the right time and eventually worked out. So I think it was the right one. It was a big gamble in it, and it paid off.
Well, it was a good strategy, to be fair, and obviously earlier in the race there was you were quite low on ERS. Do you think that was that ever a concern for you? Like the fact you'd run out of ERS and you might not be able to hold it for those final laps, or were you able just to keep yourself off the button?
At the beginning, I for some reason like to use my ERS too much, but towards the later stages, I tried to force myself to not use the button. So yeah, it was getting a little hard towards the end.
Well, congrats, lad. And Lizard, any
Thank
questions for our P1 man?
Not I can think of, just well done keeping them soft tyres on for 15 laps. I know it's a struggle. Waiting for the rain
Thank you.
well.
It was hard. It was really hard.
Luckily, the rain came early enough for you and for me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So then, that is GSR Tier 2 Round 7. We will be back soon for the Tier 1 race. That will be Ryan Ocon and J&T the Kid on comms. Then Tier 4 tomorrow at, I think, 8:30 it'll be. But yeah, unfortunately next week we will not be having any streams as there is a break week for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in real life. Then after that we will be returning to Monza, the Temple of Speed, A great track, but anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I've been Alicio007 in the comms box. Joining me in the comms box has been Lizard. Congrats to all three of our race podium finishers, and that's been us. Goodbye. Check out SilentX Energy as well.